Welcome back to Outnumbered. Well, maybe hell has frozen over. The Keystone Pipeline and its promise of thousands of jobs suddenly on the congressional fast track. It's the first order of business in the lame duck Congress. The long-delayed project gaining new life as Senate Democrats try to help Louisiana's Mary Landrieu hold on to her seat. The Senate expected to vote on the bill next week. Not to be outdone, House Republicans countering the move with a similar Keystone bill, this one sponsored by Landrieu's opponent in next month's runoff, Congressman Bill Cassidy. The Republicans not buying Landrieu's claim that this is about jobs, not politics. Here he is with Greta.
Have to smile when Senator Landrieu says politics are not involved. Clearly, Reid did not care about the 40,000 jobs that would be created for families which are struggling, but he does care about Senator Landrieu's job. So finally he's going to take the bill up. I don't think the president cares about those 40,000 people.
Congressman Cassidy says the president will probably veto the bill, which the White House is hinting is what's going to happen. What do you think? Is this some interesting timing here, Andrea?
Well, not only does the president not care about all the jobs it will create, the 40,000 jobs, he doesn't really care about Mary Landrieu's job either, because when I heard Josh Earnest say that the president would probably veto it, why didn't they just invite Landrieu to the East Room and just shove a pie in her face? Right? I mean, why would they do such a thing? But they must really think we are stupid, the American people, because they could have taken this up a long time ago. Harry Reid knows that he's trying to give her cover, and if the White House is going to veto it, I mean, they really must assume we're all fools.
It's so interesting, though, because Democrats have controlled Congress, the Senate, the last few years. No vote on Keystone. They're going to be in the minority no matter what, whether there's a Keystone pipeline in January or not. But here we are, just for this one seat. So she must have some really good stuff on.
Yeah, exactly. Sandra, one thing I'm wondering about is that I saw an article about how because of how crude oil prices have dropped, that now this may not, even if they were able to get started on Keystone, it's not going to have the same kind of economic impact.
Well, that's ridiculous, because the future of America should not be decided based on what's happening today with the price of oil, because we need to look out decades from now, 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now. We need to look at what our dependence on foreign oil has done to us in this country, and how geopolitics has played such a key role in anything that we do or say here. And the ability that Keystone Pipeline would have to bring that oil down from Canada, down to the Gulf Coast region, refine that into gasoline for the American consumer would do so much, let alone the tens of thousands of jobs that it's expected to create here. I mean, there's no reason why this should even be a political matter at this point in time. So let's just get it done.
So the reason it's a political matter is because of the environmental impact. And so do you think that that we should consider the environment?
Well, I'm going to put it right back at you here, Kirsten, because I wonder how the Democrats are feeling, because something historic is happening. Trade unions are starting to turn towards the Republicans, because they're seeing that they're the ones that are really for jobs and the kind of jobs that they can fill. So I'm asking you, I mean, they feel like when it's between the rich green people with all the money, and then they always
that's not really new, though. I mean, that's always been the case.
And but there is a new. I think it's shifting more and more, and the Keystone, and even the immigration bill.
Yeah, I think that the unions,
is that a concern?
The unions are always typically going to obviously go for jobs in the same way that they have broken a lot with the Democratic Party, even on immigration issues, because if they feel it's threatening.
A lot of people are just happy that we're talking about it again.
That's right.
Put on the back burner for so long, we're talking about it.
Obama's own EPA said that they could go forward with it. I mean, isn't that a bit of a predicament for the president when his own EPA green light?
The environmentalists have stepped aside a little bit on this.
Yeah, you're right.
I digress.
The best part of this story going forward will be the Hail Mary Landrieu headlines for the next couple weeks.
That is the question.
On the websites that we look.
Wave? What wave, you ask? Some top Democrats refusing to concede they lost big on Election Day. The new comments two of them are making, and whether they're in total denial about their pummeling at the polls last Tuesday, and the man who killed Osama bin Laden, our #OneLuckyGuy, with a gripping interview. Peter will tell us all about his exclusive with the former Navy SEAL who says he pulled the trigger.
His name is Robert O'Neill, and he is the man who killed Osama bin Laden. The face we are looking at is the last face that Osama bin Laden saw on Earth.
Yeah, I mean, if it was light enough, I was definitely the last person he saw.